Hi guys, welcome back to Mindful Knits. I'm Solly and today we're back again with another great beginner-friendly project, the Half Double Crochet Washcloth. Not only is it a perfect way for you to practice your crocheting skills, but these washcloths are also very practical for everyday use around the house. Okay, let's begin by taking a look at what is inside our beginner's kit. So inside our beginner's kit, we have 4 balls of cotton yarn, 1 5mm crochet hook, and 1 plastic yarn needle to weave in your loose ends at the end of your project. So now we can pick a color and we can get started. So for our project today, we will be needing 1 ball of your Mindful Knits soft cotton yarn, and today I will be using the Simply White shade, your 5mm crochet hook, and your yarn needle to weave in your ends, all of which can be found in your beginner's kit, and a pair of scissors. Okay, to begin our work, our pattern calls for 19 chains to start off with. And before you begin your chains, just make sure that you are leaving yourself enough of a tail to weave in afterwards. We're going to go ahead and get started with a slip knot here. Go ahead and make a loop, pull through. We're going to take our crochet hook and insert it into that loop here. And we are ready to start chaining. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I can meet you guys at 19. Okay, here we have 19 chains completed here. So now we are going to work a half double crochet into the top loops of these chains. So we're going to go ahead and start off here. So we're going to skip that last chain that the current yarn is coming out of, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a yarn over and then insert our hook into that top loop. We're going to yarn over again, and we have 3 loops on our crochet hook here. We're going to go ahead and yarn over and pull through all 3. So one more time, we're going to go ahead and yarn over, push through that top loop, yarn over again, pull through. We have 3 loops here, yarn over again, and pull through all 3. We're going to go ahead and repeat this until the end of the row. So here we are at the end of our first row. And to start off our second row, we're going to chain 1 to add that height, turn our work over, and to create that ribbing effect that you see on our pattern, you are going to insert your crochet hook only into the back loop here, not under both, not in the front, but only in the back here. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into this back loop here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over again, and complete our half double crochet. One more time. So yarn over, that back loop only, yarn over again, and complete. Yarn over, push through, yarn over again, and yarn over again. So there are 3 yarn overs. So you are going to complete this row in the same manner, and when you finish your row, you're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing with the next row. So I'll meet you guys at the end of this row to show you that turnover one more time. So here I am at the end of my second row, and I only have 2 more half double crochets to complete. So let's go ahead and finish those here. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Last one. So yarn over. The loop on this one may be a little bit hard to find, so just push them up so you can see separately which one it is. And there is our back loop here. Yarn over again, pull through all 3. So thus completes our second row. So to start off our third row, we're going to go ahead and chain one like we do at the end / beginning of every row. Turn our work over, and we are going to go ahead and do the same thing. So yarn over, back loop only, yarn over again, pull through, yarn over, back loop only, yarn over again, and yarn over again. So go ahead and complete this until your work reaches your desired height or a square shape. And you are going to continue in this back loop half double crochet until your work reaches your desired length, and I will meet you guys at the end of that row. So here we are, almost at the end of our final row, and we still have one more half double crochet to complete. Yarn over, pull through, and we're done. So now for our last part of our pattern, we're going to go ahead and create a single crochet border along the edges of our entire washcloth. So to begin that, we're going to go ahead and chain one, and now we are going to go counterclockwise around the edges of our washcloth. So when we are beginning our single crochet edges, we want to just ensure that we are spacing them out evenly along the edges. So you can come up with your own cadence and your own spacing here, but just ensure that they are all evenly spaced. So I went into that first one here. I'm going to go ahead and go into that second one. Going to go ahead into that other single strand. And it's really up to you where you want to insert your crochet hook, but just again, making sure that they're all evenly spaced out. Here we are at the end of our first side, and we are now at the final stitch of that side, and we're going to turn a corner. And to turn a corner, we're going to go ahead and insert our hook and do a single crochet 3 times into that same spot. So this is 2, and we're going to do 3. And now we can continue on as we have been with this side. And we're going to do the same thing on that corner here and on this corner. Remember, 3 single crochets into one spot. So at the end of our single crochet border creation, you're going to find that chain one that you did to begin your border, and we're going to work a slip stitch into that chain one to finish off our border creation and bind it all off. So a slip stitch, you're going to go ahead and insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and whereas you would do a yarn over again and pull through for a single crochet, you're simply going to go ahead and continue to pull that loop through the first one. And I'm just going to do a chain one to secure this. And we're going to go ahead and take our scissor and cut it off, leaving enough of a tail to weave in your ends afterwards. And you're simply going to go ahead and pull your crochet hook off and pull on this tail end to tighten and fasten. And now all that's left is to weave in your ends afterwards. I'm going to take my plastic needle here. I'm going to go ahead and thread and weave in those ends. So I'm simply going to turn my work over and just go under some of these stitches here to make sure that that tail doesn't get loose. I'm going to go around this stitch one more time just to secure it here. And I like to find that the V pattern that was created by the stitches and just go back and forth one row. So I went behind these V patterns. I'm just going to skip that first one and I'm going to send it backwards. So that first one will kind of keep it secure in that place. You can also just send it back again once more. I'm just going to go ahead and take my scissor off, cut off that tail end, and we're going to do the exact same thing for the other tail. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and cut off this last remaining tail. And here we are. And there you have it, a half double crochet washcloth. They're soft and useful and perfect for practicing your crocheting skills. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And again, if you're eager to start knitting or crocheting a new pattern, be sure to check out our other videos on our page. And I'll see you guys at the next tutorial.